الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Islamic rules and regulations, Islamic ahkam, with the subject of congregational prayer. Today we are going in this session to talk about the specific moods for joining the prayer. You see that, brothers and sisters, sometimes Imam is saying prayer, and now along the way we join Imam. So there are some different situations. If Imam is on his first rak'ah, maybe on his second rak'ah, maybe on his third rak'ah or the fourth rak'ah. So every situation has its own rules. If somebody joins the Imam on the first rak'ah, either Imam is reciting qira'ah, reciting surah, it is okay for ma'mum to join Imam, but he shouldn't recite surah, because Imam is reciting surah and it is enough for him, and he shouldn't say anything, just keeping silent and following Imam. When Imam goes on ruku and Imam is bowing down and going on ruku and also sajda and prostration, he also should say the dhikr, and the words which is necessary and obligatory for ruku and sajda, all of them. This is the first situation and condition. Now, somebody who is joining Imam on the second rak'ah, if it is along the time when Imam is reciting surah, during qira'ah and recitation, the same as the first rak'ah, ma'mum does not say the words of surah, just listening to Imam. And when Imam goes on ruku, bowing down and going on prostration and doing tashahhud, because the second rak'ah for Imam, he also follows Imam and also say the words on ruku, sujood, prostration, and also on tashahhud. But for tashahhud, because this is the ma'mum's first rak'ah, this is for Imam, which is the second rak'ah. So ma'mum should be in a half standing and sitting up position. He shouldn't be seated and also nor in a standing up position, half sitting position. And also can recite the words for tashahhud, following the Imam. Now Imam stands up. So ma'mum starts reciting the words of surah for himself as Imam is reciting the words of the third rak'ah. And also if it is the fifth rak'ah of Imam, also it is the same. But during the second rak'ah, if you see that Imam is on ruku, also he says takbiratul ihram and says Allahu Akbar and goes on ruku. There is no need to recite the words for qira'ah. So we see that during the ruku he continues following Imam in this way. Now you suppose that This is the third rak'ah for. This is the third rak'ah for Imam. Exactly the same. The third rak'ah for Imam, if Ma'mum is seeing that Imam is saying the words on the third rak'ah standing up, and he joins Imam, he should say his own surah, Hamd and surah, okay, because he joins Imam on the third rak'ah. But if Imam is on ruku, there is no need to say the words of qira'ah. There is no need to say the words of surah to recite them. And also joining Imam for the first rak'ah, it is also the same. He follows Imam doing, ruku, and after that sajdah, but Imam is on tashahhud and salam. Now Ma'mum is also continues following Imam, but in a half sitting position. When Imam is saying the words of tashahhud, also he recites the words of tashahhud, but not reciting the words of salam, because by reciting the words of salam, his own prayer must be finished. So he just keeps silent when Imam says Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This person starts standing up and he continues his own prayer. Now, some notes. First, congregational prayer is going to be done at least with two persons, one Imam and one Ma'mum in behind them. Except the congregational prayer for Friday prayer and Eid al-Fitr prayer and Eid al-Adha prayer, that at least they must be 5. And the second note, we see that those prayers that they are mustahab and recommended, they cannot be done congregationally except those prayer which is going to be done for seeking rain. Okay, that's enough. Inshallah, the next session we will continue our discussion. Thanks for being with us. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.